Today I fucked up by convincing my hookup to do it to CBAT. I, 19 male, went on a grindr hookup, 23m. We decided to meet in a cafe near his house. When I got there, I noticed him watching a TikTok of a girl trying to figure out the pounding rhythm of the CBAT guy. We then continued talking and laughing about the TikTok, and I somehow managed to convince him to try in on me. So we went to his house, and after some foreplay, he put on a condom and switched the song CBAT. We somehow didn't see the song length, and for those who don't know, it's less than 3 minutes long. So midway while fucking, the song stopped, but instead of playing the song again, we started singing the song so he can follow the rhythm. As you can imagine, that is one of the least sexy things you can do. At some point we just started laughing and he got soft inside of me and pulled out. With the sexual tension completely gone, we just talked normally for about an hour until we decided to try again and just fucked normally. He whipped out another condom and fucked me again. As we were cleaning up, we noticed 2 condom wrappers and 1 used condom. And there, we realized that one of the condoms is still inside of me. It slipped out when he got soft inside of me. We tried fishing it out of my ass for about an hour, but we failed. It mostly likely gotten deeper since we fucked for a second time with the condom inside me, pushing it further. My hookup had 7 inches of meat, so it got about 7 inches in, so we can't just fish it out with our fingers. We used various objects to fish it out, but it only ended up making it worse. I also tried just pooing it out, but that didn't make a difference. So here I am, writing this on the way to the hospital, embarrassed out of my ass. Unlike the condom, which is unfortunately still inside my ass. Too long did not read. Convinced my hookup to do it to CBAT, laughed during sex and lost the condom inside of me. Edit. Figured to answer some of the questions here, anyway. I'm gay, and it's kind of really important to go slow at first. So right after the dramatically slow violin at the beginning, it goes really fast, which practically threw that out of the wind. It was very painful, but having CBAT as the background song made it kinda bearable, as I was more focused on the song than the pain. I also didn't want to complain or make a lot of noises as it might throw him off rhythm. He did a really good job following rhythm, as the rhythm barely changes throughout the song. He only messed up on the part where the rhythm was played through beeps. It's the same rhythm but just slightly faster and obviously in beeps, but that threw him completely off. So if you heard the rhythm on TikTok and could follow it, you probably wouldn't have much struggles. When the pain started to disappear, I noticed that not having a constant speed, or at least a speed that makes sense, does not feel the best, or any good at matter. I also noticed that following the rhythm kinda got rid of the natural way you'd pound into somebody. You'd normally thrust fast and pull slow, then it picks up speed at some point, but it's gradual. Not having this made the experience barely bearable, but I didn't want to stop since I came up with idea. It also got rid of my favorite parts of sex, like hearing slight moaning or hearing a guy swear under his breath, no hair pulling or even talking at all, no kissing me or my body when he got tired midway, 'cause he needs to keep up with the rhythm. We also just did missionary the entire time, which will feel boring after a while. So overall not a pleasant experience, but having the song made the experience funny enough to bearable. Just eat 2 bowls of mild chili, you'll be fine. CBAT on its way to change PPL's sex lives. Did it for the meme. I applaud your dedication. DW, a condom is far from the worst thing the nurses have seen in a person's ass. So the CBAT challenge is becoming a thing before the week ends. Great. Not great actually. Come on op, you didn't answer the most important questions. Was the rhythm good? Hell, could you even find a rhythm? We need answers, damn it. Do you need to go to the hospital for that? Seems like one of the better things to have up there versus some others. Today I fucked up by underestimating how much my body hair kept me warm. I'm a pretty hairy guy. A lot of hair in a lot of places. I could almost braid the hair on my butt. I run pretty hot, to the point where when I go to the snow I'm wearing no more than a layer or 2, shirt, jumper, pants. Love having the fan on even in winter. Yesterday I had this smart idea to trim all of my body hair, leaving the hair on my head intact. To feel how it feels, just a random experiment born out of the boredom that is work from home. Now I know that body hair does keep some of the warmth close to your skin. I feel a hint of cold on my face when I trim my beard, etc. But I severely underestimated this effect. So at the moment, it's not even that cold around here, maybe 8 degrees Celsius 10 degrees Celsius, 46 degrees Fahrenheit 50 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight. Reaching about 14 degrees Celsius 17 degrees Celsius, 57 degrees Fahrenheit 62 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day, and I'm freezing cold. I can't stop shivering. I'm wearing multiple layers of clothing just to get the chills under control on what I consider to be normal temperature day. Needless to say, gonna keep the body hair from now on. Too long did not read. Trimmed all of my body hair and now I'm shivering cold on a not-so-cold day. Edit. I know I said chills, but it's more like when an icy cold breeze pierces your clothes. Only go from Wookiee to Klingon in summer. You must have the full body hair then for it to have that kind of effect. I'm guessing your back, shoulders, and chest are fully coated? All I can imagine now is the scene from Malcolm in the Middle when Hal is being shaved in the kitchen. Where do you live? I wonder if this is another reason women tend to run colder than men. Although I am pretty hairy and always cold. I've made this mistake before. Shaved my legs one time for a laugh and fuck me, it was freezing. I am a shorts everyday kind of guy, but I'll forever remember that winter as the winter of the trousers. I found the Yeti's burner account. Today I fucked up by role-playing as my husband's sister. Disclaimer. Neither he nor I have a incest fetish, it was pure coincidence. Edit. If you've seen this post before, it's because I posted it 4 days ago but it got deleted. I am the op of both posts. Me and my husband used to have a fairly active and exciting sex life, but after our second child it dried up massively. The spark is just not there anymore. So I decided to try out something entirely different than before. My husband and I tried most mainstream kinks, but we never really roleplayed. I didn't want to go for the usual stuff though, schoolgirl, nurse, teacher, and randomly decided on a gymnast roleplay. That was my first fuck-up. You see, his older sister has been a gymnast for most of her life, but I forgot about it when choosing this costume to roleplay. She had to give up her career as a gymnast after an accident and apparently it hurts her too much to think about, so she never showed me any pictures of her as a gymnast and she barely talks about it. Most of it I know from my husband. Friday rolls around and I arranged for hubby and I to have a date night with our babies sleeping over at their grandparents' house. I also got my hair dyed in a blonde tone I always wanted to try, at my sis-in-law's usual salon. In case of an emergency, his family has a key to our house. That's fuck-up number 2. After dinner and dessert, which hubby prepared, I decided to get into costume, and told hubby to wait on the couch in the living room. I went upstairs and got into a leotard and put my newly blonde dyed hair into a high bun. Hubby was surprised when he saw me like this and before he could say anything I put a finger on his lips and started opening up his pants. He didn't complain and started moaning. I went to business until I suddenly heard the door open behind me and someone gasp loudly. I turn around to see my sis-in-law, pale as a ghost. Before I could say anything she yelled, "You are role-playing as me? And you're enjoying it? Oh my god, you both are sick," and ran out. So that's gonna be fun to get over with later. Too long did not read. Hubby's sister used to be a gymnast. I decided to roleplay as one to surprise hubby, forgetting that she has a traumatic gymnast past. Dyed my hair the same shade as his sister's, so now she believes I roleplayed as her, with her brother being into brother-sister incest. Yay. Just because I gave you a key to my house for emergency didn't mean you can just come in whenever you want. That is the real what the fuck here. That's her immediate thought? That's suspicious. I don't see the problem here. You were having fun with hubby in private at your own place. Your sis-in-law came and assumed something and got upset? Thanksgiving dinner is going to interesting this year. Why was she there and why didn't she knock? Also, why was the door unlocked? This seems unlikely to have happened, to be honest. I'm honestly shocked that the sister-in-law's first thought was herself. Out of the, I'm sure, hundreds of blonde gymnasts, she immediately assumes you are role-playing as her and not just a generic gymnast. Not to mention she took her key privileges too far. Having a key does not mean 24/7 unannounced access.